Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Andrew Housser, co-founder and co-CEO of Achieve. We're going to discuss digital personal finance and affordable and responsible ways to manage and get out of debt. Andrew, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Hey, thanks. Good to be here.
After 20 years of success as Freedom Financial Network, why completely rebrand the company to Achieve?
Well, if you go back to our very founding 20 years ago, we were a bootstrap business that started in the wake of the dot-com crash. And as a bootstrap business, in many ways, it was the best thing that ever happened to us. It forced incredible capital efficiency, capital discipline. It forced us to learn and do every role in the business, from customer service to sales to building our first websites, CRM. But, I would still say it's the best thing that ever happened to us. But one of the downsides of being a bootstrap business is that you can't invest in certain areas, one of which was building a brand. We didn't have the luxury of even considering building a brand. When we ran marketing campaigns, every dollar we spent had to have an immediate ROI through a direct response marketing campaign. And so 20 years later, we finally have built something we think pretty special with products that serve everyday Americans. Over 1 million customers served, $24 billion of debt that we've resolved for our members. And we finally are taking our head up and saying, hey, now's the time to build an iconic consumer brand that really reflects who we really are. And in order to do that, we needed to pick a name that not only stands for who we are, but also is a name that we feel we can own in the consumer finance space. And while Freedom is just an amazing name that I love and it speaks to what we do, it's a name that is almost ubiquitous in the finance landscape, and not something that we could really build a brand around.
Right. Explain to us what digital personal finance is. It sounds like it's a relatively new term.
Yeah, we think it is different, and it is very different especially here in Silicon Valley, when everyone thinks about digital and technology. And a lot of companies that are right down the road from us think about digital and technology almost as if it's an end in and of itself. Whereas we like to think about digital and technology as a means to an end, which is serving our members and giving great customer experiences. And back from the very first days, we're helping everyday Americans who are dealing with financial challenges, who are dealing with stressful emotional issues. And our core belief in our DNA from day one is that is best served with actual human beings and human-driven, empathetic service. And so how you combine the best of human-driven, empathetic service with best-in-class technology, artificial intelligence, digital experiences, that's sort of the magic of what we're doing, and that really, we think, is a huge differentiator from many people that are just solely focused on the digital side.
Right. And Andrew, you mentioned earlier that the word freedom is almost ubiquitous with the financial services industry, and you can almost own Achieve better than you can Freedom. But from the technology side of it, what differentiates you from other fintechs and other financial services that are available?
Yeah. So what differentiates us is the magic of how you bring technology experiences together with human being and human interaction. And that sounds maybe simple in theory, but it's actually pretty hard technologically, operationally, regulatorily. How do you let your consumers come in and treat them with digital experiences when they want them, when we think it's best for them? How do we give them the ability to interact with human beings when they want to, when it's best for them? Financial challenges are emotional and stressful issues, and core belief that today, no matter how far technology has progressed or no matter how far technology will progress, that human beings are better at helping other human beings deal with emotional and stressful issues.
And you just inked a pretty substantial debt facility amounting $225 million. What will those proceeds be used for?
Well, we're going to continue on the path we've started this year, which, if you look at our top strategic priorities for 2022, they will remain our strategic priorities for 2023, which are, primarily building an iconic consumer brand around the name Achieve, which reflects what we do and who we are for our members. And then continuing to invest in digital experiences for our customers. That's better online experiences, that's better app-driven experiences. Continuing to invest in artificial intelligence, and then growing. We are growing right now. You're hearing a lot of news about sort of a bloodbath in financial services and technology in many markets right now. But the place that we're in, which is helping everyday Americans better deal with financial challenges, our demand is as high as it's ever been for us right now.
And when you think longer term, what's next for Achieve?
So serve more members. With 1 million today, we want to grow that substantially. More products. We serve customers that we call from the struggling to the striving. People that are struggling with debt, how do we help them resolve their debt and get to a better place? The striving consumer, how do we help them better optimize their balance sheet by consolidating debt, lowering monthly payments, using home equity to dramatically lower the cost of debt, or unsecured consolidation loans? Those are the products we have today. We want to continue to offer more products. That the original idea of this whole business was that, man, if you look at the asset management side of financial services, it's a very holistic vision of your portfolio, your diversified portfolio, you as an individual. How can we serve you and your life goals? If you contrast that with how credit and debt products are offered in the United States, if you look at commercials on the TV, you will see a product. Here's a product. Here's a credit card. Here's a mortgage. Click 3 buttons and get your debt consolidation. What we're trying to do is, can we bring that holistic, consumer-focused approach to the liability side of the balance sheet that has always existed in the asset management world? And so that more to come. We need more products, and we need more digital experiences to fully achieve what we are seeking to achieve. But man, we're a long way there, and we're excited about it.
All right, appreciate the insight, Andrew. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. All right, we are